Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, UFC Investor. In this video, I'm just going to be talking about Dana White's Contender Series Week 3. I'm going to be going through my picks and my pretty much a quick breakdown as to why I picked them. I do want to mention I am now ranked 442 on Tapology, so I did go down. I was ranked number 350, but I got only 6 out of 11 picks right this past Saturday for Jared Cannonier versus Chow Baralho. But last week on Dana White's Contender Series 2, I got 5 out of 5 picks right. Can't brag too much because it was the 5 favorites. So this week, I'm going to start from the bottom of the card, starting at, let's see, Jack Duffy versus Nick Piccinini. I'm pretty sure if you guys have been watching other videos about the fights, a lot of people have mentioned that Nick is like a D1 wrestler. He wrestled at the same place that DC or Cormier used to wrestle at. So he should be a pretty good grappler in terms of control and strength versus Jack Duffy. Before just looking at the record, you would think it'd be kind of hard to tell. But if you look at Jack Duffy's record against Tim Silagi, 0-12, and who else? And Shane Sargent, 0-16. Not to say his whole record is padded, but I think this is a different level of competition. So I think that's why the odds makers are the line is at like over -200 for Nick. So that one's, I don't want to say it's pretty obvious, but that's why I'm picking Nick. It seems pretty straightforward for that one. So I'm going Nick round 3 TKO. I'm hoping he's going to be able to control it, just ground and pound. At the very most, Duffy will survive that late, and Piccinini will just beat him up. Next pick is our next fight is Malcolm Wellmaker versus Adam Bramhald. This one is honestly kind of hard to pick because a lot of people are just on Wellmaker in terms of the hype, and Adam Bramhald is pretty decent, but Wellmaker is undefeated, and he seems to be like a pretty good striker from what everyone's saying. Honestly, I didn't watch tape on either one of these guys, and I'm kind of excited to see how decent Wellmaker is. So I'm just gonna pick him. I'm hoping the hype is real. He fought in like Jorge Masvidal's one of his organizations, and even he tweeted that he was like gonna be a star one day. I got this information from Half the Battle. I watch his YouTube channel, but yeah, he mentioned that he was gonna be like a star. Even that YouTuber, he interviewed him. So it seems like he's gonna be somebody, and I'm hoping he's gonna win this fight to get into the UFC. He is young though, but so is Bramhald, and I'm just gonna go TKO round 1. Just gonna go with the hype and just hope he just knocks out Adam. Not in a bad way, but just like in terms of the pick. But next fight is Marco Tulio versus Matthew Duclos. Tulio, he's already fought in the Contender Series. He won, but Dana White didn't give him a contract because I guess he just wasn't impressed by him. But he's coming back. I'm hoping he's gonna beat Duclos by decision, because I think Duclos is pretty good. He's French, 6-2, I believe. But I think Duclos is just not as good as Tulio. I don't think he's fought as much people, and as the level of competition that Tulio's fought is actually pretty decent. Because if you look at some of the guys, he's 11-1, so that's really great. He fought this guy, 7-3. This guy, 39-24. That's not something to brag about too much. But this one, 8-2. So it just kind of shows like he's tested himself, and I think he's gonna try to perform. But at the very most, I'm thinking he's gonna get a decision. So next fight, I'm going Michael Aswell over Bogdan Grad. At first, I was picking Bogdan. I think he might be the favorite, honestly. I'm not too sure. But Bogdan Grad, he only KOs people. If you look at his method of victory, not to say only, he usually KOs people. He gets submissions and decisions, but I think his preferred method of victory, or the most times he's won, is by TKO. And as for Aswell, he's never been knocked out, never subbed. So I think this is going to decision, and I think Aswell is just gonna point it out. I think he knows that. I think he's gonna plan to just point it out, and not to say point it out and go to decision, but I think he's gonna play smart. He's just gonna be the better guy everywhere. I think. Never been KO'd, never subbed, so I think he's really durable, and I don't think he's gonna get put away easily. And Bogdan Grad does not win by decision often, so that's why I'm picking Aswell for decision. And then last one, this one I was really stuck on too for a bit, but then I saw tape on this one actually. I usually don't watch tape, but Andre Pulayev, I watched him fight a guy, and like, yeah, he subbed the guy in round 3. I mean, you know, that's coming from me who doesn't fight, but it just didn't look that impressive or exciting, I should say. And I watched Liam fight, and he subbed that guy in like the first round, and like he was just controlling the guy the whole time until he got the sub. So it just, I don't know, I'm not to say I'm just basing it off those two fights, but it's just, I guess I just liked the way they controlled the fight in terms of like the time that they had. I don't know. If anything, I know Liam Anderson is the favorite. I think last time I looked, he was like a -180, but yeah, I think he's gonna try to get a sub against Andre. I think if you look at the record, Andre usually wins just by KO, I believe. Yeah, mostly KO. So he's never been subbed, and he usually doesn't win by decision because he usually finishes guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes Liam, but I'm just gonna assume Liam's gonna try to sub this guy, and hopefully he doesn't get knocked out. And maybe he might go to decision, who knows? But I think he's gonna try to get the submission early, and that's why I'm picking round 1 submission. If I had to pick an underdog, honestly, before it was Duffy, before I realized he has like 2 fights that were padded pretty much. But if I had to pick an underdog, damn, honestly, Adam or Pulley. I think those are the only guys I would consider. But overall, I think I picked 4 favorites. Aswell might be the underdog. He might actually be a favorite now. I'm not too sure. It might be even. But those are my picks, guys. Hopefully, you guys watch the fights tomorrow on Tuesday. It's gonna be really exciting. I'm excited. There's no UFC this Saturday, so I think in like 2 weeks, so in like what, 12 days, we're gonna have to wait for a card. I think that's Burns versus Brady, but that's for another video. But yeah, guys, if not, we have Dana White's Contender Series next week, but tomorrow, Tuesday, we have week 3, and it should be exciting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I almost forgot to say at the beginning of the video, thank you so much, guys, for 6 subscribers. Recently got another subscriber, so thank you guys so much for watching and even subscribing and liking the video. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna keep making videos about my picks. Hopefully, I at least want to hit top 100 on Tapology, so that's my goal. Oh, and also I do want to hit 10 subscribers by the end of the month. So thank you for helping me with that. That's still a goal for the subscribers. And yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.